Okay, so last we left off, we were talking about our, let's lock that offset layer again. There we go. We were talking about north arrows, whether we need them or we don't need them. I know we don't have a sight yet on this little exercise, but at least what we want to do is to be able to rotate this so that I know that this is facing west, so on and so forth. So I'm going to make a decision that on my sheet, north faces up. Okay? North faces up. So I'm going to select this, and I'm going to rotate it on the blue axis. I'm going to type 90 degrees. Okay? Does this look right? This thing is supposed to be on which wall? The art wall is supposed to be on the east wall, and east is on my right-hand side, right? Remember this? All right, so I'm going to rotate that again the way it was. So that's how this works, right? So this was in the right direction anyway, but check yourself. Make sure you check yourself. All right, there's a few things that I want to clean up here. I know that my wall, I know I don't have a window here, so I don't know what that line is. I know I don't have a window here, I don't know what that line is. So I'm going to go ahead and ungroup this, select it and ungroup it. All right, go ahead and delete these little pieces of line here. Okay, now it looks a little bit more believable. And I don't think I have a line here because this is a deck, right? This is sort of a balcony thing, and it's not separated by anything. I think this does exist because there's a low shelf that we made here, so I believe it exists. If you're not sure, go to your Foursquare and check yourself. Right? Yep, that's a low shelf, so I can see it in the plan. So I'm gonna leave it. Very good. All right. Let's make a north arrow. I'm just going to teach you how to make a north arrow. It's very simple. You don't have to be fancy about it right now. Just do a little circle. Don't make a huge circle. Don't make it too small. Maybe something around this size. Okay. Or you can click diameter, actually. And you can say you want your diameter to be... what happens if we do it at 1.5 inches? Okay, I think that's too big. So I'm going to press enter again for a circle. I'm going to do diameter at 1 inch. Yeah, I think I like this better. I'm going to keep it at 1 inch. Okay. It's okay if this thing is under your text layer. So
you can overlap them?
Overlap what?
No, never mind.
So now I need to show how the north arrow is divided into quadrants. So I'm going to highlight my quadrant snap, QUAD here on the bottom. Highlight that. And then I'm just going to go ahead and do a line. Right click from quadrant to quadrant. Press enter when done. Press enter to repeat the command from quadrant to quadrant. Press enter when you're done. Okay? I'm going to go ahead and make a little rectangle actually here. And I'm going to go this way. Okay. Just zoom in and do something like that. Right? Then go ahead and move that rectangle, now highlight midpoint, get rid of quadrant, go midpoint and endpoint, and you're going to move that rectangle from its midpoint to this endpoint. Okay? Does that look right? Now I know that this is pointing north because it's more sort of prominent there, right? And if you want, you can actually delete that line and just draw a line from that midpoint to this quadrant. There. Okay, now that's clearly a north arrow. I know this is a north arrow. It makes sense. I'm just going to grab another piece of text and do dimension. I'm going to do text block. Starting point is here. Okay, and I'm going to make this 1/8 of an inch height, and I'm going to type a capital N, say OK. Now I'm going to move my N to sit somewhere hovering on top of that. Okay, so that just basically tells me where this thing is pointing. Are we good? I don't like the way these two sit together, so I'm going to move that text from there to there, and I'm just going to integrate them graphically together. So this is graphically integrated. Then I'm going to move the whole set and align it. Press F8 on your keyboard to go ortho, F8. Align it to the right-hand side. And I'm going to call it a day on this, right? I think I'm done with this drawing. Very good. So I'm going to ask you to do your other drawings on your own. But I'm going to set up the elevations first. Okay? So after this video, I'll do the elevations. And then the rest we can work on a little bit in class together. And I can follow on with you and help you out. So I'm going to stop this.